Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Every week, you can have the conversations you've always wanted to have about the films you love.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you. Not another peep.
Get rid of your distractions and prepare yourself.
Then lock your door. 5, 6, crucifix.
You got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere.
Welcome, everybody, to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bonin here with you.
Scotty Bonin with you guys.
We are the Blood Brothers. And
the Rob.
O'Neilio.
Yeah, baby.
O'Neilio.
Yeah.
O'Neilio.
Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. He's doing this weird thing with the open mouth with the microphone.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on in life anymore since we just watched Children of the Corn 3.
Yeah, Uban Harvest.
I don't even know what to think of life.
The last 30 minutes of this movie just put me in a mind fuck, and I'm lost right now.
You know what? There were some decent effects at the end, but they were overshadowed by some really, really bad effects.
Yeah,
there was some good, like the head getting pulled off, and
that was exactly what I'm talking about.
That was really
awesome.
good. That was like the thing, and then it went downhill
fast,
very fast.
Yeah, the really long spinal cord was pretty badass, but the suspiciously looking Barbie doll did not look good with the creature grabbing Maria.
Oh, it was definitely a Barbie doll.
I laughed out loud.
Definitely a Barbie doll.
I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah, so
or I did one of those. And
the big corn creature is just shaking her, and you can see it's a Barbie doll.
It's like its teeth didn't even line up. They were all shooting off to the left or the right, because you could tell like it was just some weak rubber, like it didn't. It just looked like a blob.
It looked
there's no shape to it.
It looked like they did a close up on like 3 fruit roll ups and just put them together. And there was actually fruit roll-ups like the small Barbie doll. It's like, hey, we can use this too.
I've actually been in the movie theater with like Shannon before, watching a movie she picked, and been like, out loud.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the movie, guys. We're all done.
Yep, there we go. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
If only it was that easy.
I thought, and I looked this up, I couldn't find it. I thought that the guy who played Micah in the second one had that quick couple lines to the priest in this one. Was that not the same guy? It looked like the same guy.
Oh, the guy that played the priest?
So there's the priest, and then there's the guy that talks to the priest when he's like, I don't know, the kids are all behaving, and there's no drugs anymore, and it's maybe not a bad thing, you know. It looked exactly like an older version of Micah from, the kid from the second one,
from the Final Sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was only a couple of, like 2 years later. Oh no, it was a year later.
Maybe not then. Maybe they got his older brother to do it.
He kind of looked like him. Yeah. This one's kind of weird. The filming began when the Final Sacrifice was released in 1993. And then it ended in 1994, but they didn't release it for like another year until 1995, and it was direct to video release. So yeah, that makes sense for this one.
It's funny, you look on Amazon and the description is like the third installment of the wildly popular Children of the Corn series. And it's like edge of your seat thriller with terror around every corner or something like that.
Yeah, they really sold you hard to get your $3 on this.
Oh yeah. Big time.
You went to Blockbuster Video and you saw the reviews. You're like, oh, I'm getting that. I'm renting that. The third one for sure. I was actually looking at the movie poster for it, which they probably hung in Blockbuster Video. It says horrifying. Move over, Jason and Freddy. And some reviewer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then it says major horror, certain to scare.
They got more than your $2 at Blockbuster back then. And weren't videos like $4.99 or something for the new releases?
Yeah, I think
Something
so.
like that, $5.
That seems right.
I remember when Showtime was like our local one that was competition with Blockbuster, you know? Mm-hmm. And it would have their like $2 nights or something.
And then Blockbuster would be like $3.
And I thought that was the cheapest thing ever, $2 to rent a movie, VHS.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
I miss VHS.
Me too, man.
Yep.
The good old days when you go walk into Showtime or Blockbuster and you spend like an hour in there or less.
And you get your Sour Punch, sour apple strings.
And you get the popcorn that comes in the bucket.
Yeah.
Pops. That was the best.
Or Little Caesars was right next to Showtime, so you just snag a Little Caesars.
Were they
Little Caesars is good.
Yeah.
Get Crazy Bread.
Oh yeah, crazy bread.
Oh, crazy! It's not good
marinara.
warmed up though. I don't know what they put in the cheese of Little Caesars, but when it goes cold and then you warm it up, it's like a tasteless blanket of goo.
Yeah, it's not that
it's
good
pretty
warmed
bad.
up. You got to put it in the oven. Throw it in the oven.
Even then, it's still no good. Pizza.
Were they $5 back in the day?
So good. I think so.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They were
Well,
so good.
they used to be $4. I thought $4 large.
know.
I think they were
Maybe.
$4 at one point.
Remember they used to do those like big like rectangular pizzas with like squares.
Yeah.
Those were the best.
Well, their whole pizza, you used to order one and you just automatically get two. That's like way back in the day.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
just two
yeah.
for one all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever you ordered, you just get
That's
another
right.
one.
That's right. Even with crazy bread.
Yeah, well, maybe.
think so.
I don't know. What are they now? Are there still $5 large pizzas
Yeah.
right now?
Just
I think so.
Just straight up $5.
Really? Okay.
And speaking of pizza, they had pizza for dinner in this. You just shove it down your mouth.
Yeah.
You just pick it up
That
and you
looked
just
like
shove it down.
that looked like horrible cafeteria pizza. It did not look good.
Oh my
He's
god!
like, you just fold it and then you
jam it in.
You just shove.
And
You
then,
just
Grace.
cup it by the balls and shove it right down your throat. Honey, it's just pizza.
I think they tried to make it look like Chicago pizza, but it wasn't happening.
Yeah, you got to mind the balls as you shove the shaft on down your throat.
Yeah, Judd knows. Judd's here now. He knows all about that kind of stuff.
I like sausage pizza the best because the sausage reminds me of little 8-year-old testicles.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes.
Ah, Jesus.
You need to leave now.
Although, like Little Caesars sausage pizza with extra onion,
I've never had anything on a Little Caesars pizza besides pepperoni, cheese, or sausage.
yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, they do put onion, but I don't know if they make anything else because everything you get at Little Caesars is like just whatever's in the hot box.
Well, you said extra
Yeah,
onion.
that's like ready.
Yeah, but that's
But
like
you
a
could-
special occasion. That's like you call ahead.
Yeah, you
Because
can call
I
that, yeah.
remember you go to Little Caesars like on a whim.
That's like if it's your anniversary, you call and have them put onions on it.
Exactly. I think we got a couple still left around here.
I'm gonna want to eat talking about all this fucking food.
Well,
right
you're
now.
gonna have to snack
I'm
up
supposed
after
to
this.
eat. I'm fat. I'm on my fast right now.
Steak burrito.
No, pizza sounds better.
Sounds good.
It's just you're carb craving right now, aren't you?
Well, it's only been 2 days without carbs, so
I
not
did
too
like how there was some kind of like corn mafia in this. Like he adopts these kids and then one of them makes really good corn, and the movie ends with like a shipment of corn in like Ireland or like Russia somewhere.
guy-
and they're like the guy like pulls it out and he's like, "Yeah, it's pure corn."
and you can
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can, that's pure uncut American corn.
I never knew you could make so much money off a strain of corn.
You can tell that he's serious because his arms aren't through the sleeves of the jacket.
oh yeah.
That's how you know.
that would have just been some well, one, I'm pretty sure that's not how you ship it, and then two, it just would have been some guy like in overalls, like yeah, that's corn right there, and then like everybody eats this corn raw.
Yeah.
Like, they just snap it off.
They don't
like,
even
oh my
rinse
God,
it.
it's so
They don't even
good.
rinse it off. It's probably got like ants in it. and
No,
shit.
there's this. This is a one of a kind strain. There's no bugs or pesticides in it. Remember, but yeah, it's like isn't corn not that good raw?
Put some butter on it.
Yeah.
It's just really strange how they were just like, he goes there one to cut him down, which okay, sure, whatever. And then he's like, "Oh my God, it's yellow. Oh, it smells so sweet." And the other kid's like, "Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. The corn grow good, Papa."
Yes, Papa.
It's not even growing season.
It's not.
This soil's horrible.
This looks very slick and malleable. Here, let me just zip. Let me just try and shove this. Let me just see if it fits all the way in. Oh.
Eli, give me a hand.
This is good corn. This is good corn.
Yeah, so it doesn't really pick up from where the second one left off. I mean, we start off in Gatlin, and it was funny. I saw the population was 123 people, and then what? I guess Eli kills Josh's dad, who's his like adopted brother, and then they get sent to Chicago for some reason and are adopted by these new people, and then that's when they're in the city now, going from Nebraska to Chicago. I don't know. I thought it kind of reminded me of like Jason going to like New York, but not. I don't know. It was cool, I guess. But
I did like how like the stupid, ridiculous green screen behind the little house that they have out there in the suburbs has the skyline behind it for no reason. It's like, just pretend you're in Chicago. We know that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, you're not in the shadows of skyscrapers.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that house when they showed that wide shot? Like, it looked like it was a digital implant in front of the building.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because they filmed this in Los Angeles.
I just have a lot of things like that. Like that's at the beginning. So let's start there. There was this house that was like this freaking implant there, and then they show him the backyard. There's the fence there, and when he crawls through the fence,
it happens to be broken.
The brick wall, he knocks it and it like wobbles a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then from that side, he's like climbing through a hole in the brick wall, but then it swaps to the other side and he's finishing climbing through a fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like he started climbing through a white brick wall and then it goes to the other side of the wall and it's all of a sudden a wooden fence. Mm-hmm. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, and then there's like scenes where like they bang up against a wall that you could tell is like a painted tarp.
Oh, at the end when he rolls and hits the brick wall, it indents in and comes
when
back.
like the corn creature like whaps him. Then there's like a POV shot or no, a back shot of him flying through the wall. I'm like, what the hell?
And there's multiple scenes of them running through the corn. This is what you just said, right? And it's totally a cornfield, like out in the forest, like in the middle of the field, and it's supposedly in that little patch, you know.
It's
brilliant.
Brilliant.
I just don't get it. Like, why didn't they just go to Chicago and film like the skyline, the real skyline behind like one of those houses? I mean, they filmed everything in Los Angeles, and why didn't they just have it in L.A.? I don't know. I mean, it's just the kids could have gone to L.A. instead of Chicago or something. So
I don't know.
But yeah, that was so noticeable when the house was there and you could just see the skyline behind it. It was green screen skyline. I'm like, oh my God. And of course, when they first get to Chicago, it's just like a video of Chicago skyline or something.
Yeah.
So
they were really figuring out a way to waste money on this one.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
I don't even see a budget on this one.
When Eli first talked, I thought he was being dubbed by a 30-year-old.
I saw that too.
Young adult.
His lips were moving all weird.
Well, he was definitely dubbed himself in, but his voice, I don't know, it got better in my mind, but when he first spoke a couple words, it sounded like a man was talking.
Yeah.
It's like, creepy,
I guess he kind of has that
young man child.
There's kind of like
he who walks behind
voice.
the rose.
And he really just his face just pissed me off. I just wanted to grab a rusty butter knife and just cut his face off.
Yeah. He's not
that's pretty graphic.
He's not as bad as Spaghetti Cheeks, though.
No, not even as bad. But still, he's pretty bad.
From The Shining, Stephen King Shining. Yeah.
I just want to take from Hellraiser.
Oh yeah, from Hellraiser.
Which one is it? The
second one, I think.
Which one is it?
I think it's the second one, maybe the third one.
I don't even remember.
Which one are we talking about?
The Spaghetti Cheeks.
That's in.
That's
in the miniseries Shining.
4.
I think it was 4. That's the one with the Toy Master or whatever. That was the one that had Adam Scott in it?
Yeah.
Oh God, which I think it was 4. You start to lose track after a while.
Oh, you do.
That bad.
It was the one where
Hellraiser Adam Scott. Hold on.
it was the one where
Hellraiser Bloodline.
it's the one
That's
where
right.
it's the one where
Bloodier than
Pinhead
their life.
fucked up the carousel or the
The
what is that
connects.
thing called?
Connects.
Yeah, but he made what did he make out of it? It was like
Ferris
a
wheel.
Ferris wheel. That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah.
It's when he came in and fucked up his Ferris wheel.
I believe that was the birth of Prankster Pinhead.
Yeah. Ha ha ha! You have to rebuild it. You have to rebuild
Yep,
your
I think it
Ferris
was.
wheel.
I think it was.
Ha ha!
I have your keys, toy maker.
Looking for
that
these.
was-
What was the one you said? That was the last, like one of the last ones when they're.
I can't
Oh, they
There's so many.
jump on the spaceship and they're like getting away, and it's
Yes.
about to blow, and he's like, "You may have." I forgot what you said.
I can't remember something like you may have won the battle or something. I have your keys.
But I have
I have your car keys.
I need to go back and re-listen to that episode. I'm pretty proud of myself. on
Those,
that one.
yeah, that was the car keys were definitely were awesome in that.
Yeah,
That was the 4th installment in Hellraiser, and funny enough, it was released in 1996 limitedly, and they released it. They have released it originally in South Korea for some reason.
which one is that? What is it called? Bloodline.
Bloodline.
That's the
Like when
one where they're in
When you
space.
Google it, it says initial release South Korea.
That's the one where they're in space?
God, I don't know if I think they end up in space in that one because it fast forwards to the future.
That's it starts with a lady, right? It's the lady that's in
Yeah.
charge, and she's Adam Scott's little slave, and
And then she kills Adam Scott.
and then she horribly regrets summoning Hellraiser because he just plays pranks on her the whole time.
she's very annoyed by Pinhead. She's like, "Oh my God, why? Why are you here?"
Yeah,
Before he gets
That was,
summoned,
the one with the weird dogs and the skyscraper at the end and all that crap.
all the Cenobites are in hell before they come out. They're like, okay, you don't fuck around this time. You fuck this up every time. Every single time you fuck this up.
Okay,
Literally,
I promise, guys.
They're
I
like,
promise.
they're like, literally, this is the 4th time. Literally every time we get sucked back into the box because you're a fucking idiot.
They'll never figure out the box. Oh shit, she's figuring out the box right now.
yeah. The annoying kid that played Eli, his name's Daniel Cerny. He only did like 2 things after this, so his career didn't really shoot off.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Is it just me, or when he opens the suitcase, she sees bugs first, and then she runs, and then the dad comes up and opens the suitcase? It's totally fake corn. It's like plastic.
it looks
corn.
like it's
painted.
I think like all
It's
the corn
fake.
in this movie is fake corn, except for like the one, and they could have bit into fake corn.
Well, why
for all
would you
I
use
know.
fake corn?
Yeah,
Just throw
like-
some fucking corn in there.
like the husk looks like it's like fake flour material type.
I don't understand how this kid just didn't get the absolute shit beat out of him in like some inner city Chicago.
He had special powers.
Even though it was like a Catholic school. Like as soon as he showed up with that shirt and vest, he was getting pounded. Like
Yeah,
he wouldn't have been able to plant that corn.
That guy. I'm afraid you're going to suck my dick. He's like, you can't sit there. Why can't I sit here? I'm afraid you're going to suck my dick.
yeah. And that was the guy that.
Then
And
Judge in the corner went, aw.
what did he say? What I just heard?
Anyway.
The cover for this movie, the original one with just Isaac or Eli standing there with the sickle, it really gave me higher hopes than what
Yeah,
I actually
it
wanted
looked-
to watch.
Pretty cool cover.
I will admit, like I already said, couple effects
There were a
are
couple good
definitely
effects,
worth
for
seeing,
sure.
especially the long neck guy.
The melting face was good. The long neck
Yeah.
guy was good.
I-
The mom falling on a water spigot.
That was
and,
cool.
like, it was, except
I like
there's
that.
There's like no blood coming out. It's just water.
Well, then it goes back and there's blood coming out.
And then there's blood. Yeah, and then it starts flowing through her.
That's weird.
You know, with the melty face and the guy not putting his jacket sleeves on his arms, I'm getting a real Indiana Jones vibe here.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's how the German guy, he didn't put his arms in the sleeves. You know?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now.
I can't remember his
And
name.
he doesn't
either.
cover his eyes.
And and he burns his hand on the medallion.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
Yes, Fraulein.
Yeah, it was kind of cool when that happened because Eli's in class and there has to be like him drawing crayons on a piece of paper and he's supposedly the one doing this.
Indy?
Kind of.
Indy?
I'm taking notes right now.
That's not the same movie. But
watch Indiana.
Indy? I just recently watched them all. I made Shannon watch them.
I need to watch
They're
them.
still good.
I don't think Liz has seen them.
Indy?
Sean Connery.
I did. We had like the hurricane coming and everything. And we're all basically stuck in the house for like 4 days straight and everything. And I did, because I've been really busy lately. So I did watch all 5 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in like 4 days.
I don't know what the fuck you're. I don't even know what that show is. I don't even.
It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that decision.
Okay, whatever.
God.
But it's because I just watched all the Indiana Joneses. I was going to watch them again, but my kids they're not even interested in them.
What?
They're past their time.
How can a kid not be interested in Indiana Jones?
I don't know. My daughter will watch them, like for the most part, but they don't. I guess there's not enough action. I remember watching those movies just over and over and over again. I'm going to make my kids watch Children of the Corn Part 3 as punishment.
Yeah.
That should be a punishment for sure. Let me go.
Still never explained how this guy has all these corn connections.
Yeah, I thought that was sort of a stretch to be like.
They kind of hint at the beginning. He's like,
well, I sell corn on the stock exchange.
Yeah, like, is there really a corn on the stock?
That's what I wonder.
Exclusively corn on the stock exchange.
Because Eli thought he had a cornfield. Like, I thought you had a cornfield. And like, no, I sell it in the stock exchange.
Yeah.
And that's where the connection was.
I'm like a commodities thing. But like your wife is, well, I guess they chalked it up to an accident. But like she's dead barely even cold in the ground. And he's like drinking with his buddies, like, oh, we're going to sell the shit out of this corn, aren't we?
She wasn't very attractive, so that's probably why. He was probably happy.
He wasn't upset. I think it was a setup.
Yeah.
I think him and Eli were in cahoots. That would have been a more interesting movie.
Oh yeah.
Because after it happened, Eli went to go get a drink of water, and then he was drinking something too. So it was like he was like in on it too.
And how are all these kids in Chicago, like some of these like street smart kids, like they just all of a sudden are like, he made fun of the preacher at the sermon, and they're all like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll follow him.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Not a problem at all. This sounds completely legitimate.
You're talking about Joseph and this new religion you have, and this is cool. I'm in. They were hypnotized though.
Yeah,
they were in a trance.
They instantly dropped their interest in b-ball and Walkmans and holding stereos on their shoulders, and we're totally in on this. And windbreakers.
Dude, that basketball game with that 90s rap, and that was so corny. Oh my God.
White men can't jump.
Gosh. Do you play ball? Are you good? Yeah,
like,
pretty good. Yeah. How's your game? Yeah. And then they doing a layup, and it's like.
And then of course they have like the buddy sneaks in on the other kid making out with his sister.
Yeah.
And instead of like just beating him, he's just like,
I'm so disappointed.
I'm so disappointed, and your brother's like really stressing me out. Like nobody's here. They're all hanging around your brother.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna have to recuse myself from this situation.
Malcolm, this guy's
with my Alpha Zambada, vest, with my Indian tassel vest. I'm gonna have to excuse myself.
I'm gonna need to go put a cross in my ear right now. I'm so mad. I'm gonna rebel and put a cross in my ear and buy a multicolored vest, leather vest.
And slick pants.
I got nothing.
Reeboks.
These
Reebok pumps.
Movies are like banging your head up against the wall. I'm trying to do my best to be entertaining, but like Barbie doll, like it's just, oh my God, it's so bad.
We're making our way there to the penis monster and Barbie doll.
Yeah, oh my God.
So
I think it was made out of fruit roll-ups. I honestly
that's what I was thinking.
They're chopping it apart. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, dude, it's like peach fruit roll-ups. Like Scotty nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, but they were big because they were chopping them.
They were a bunch of fruit roll-ups put together. They unwrapped a bunch of them.
But they were stiff for fruit roll-ups.
And fruit roll-ups is made out of high fructose
Do
corn
they
syrup.
still make fruit roll-ups?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they do, and
sure.
they still make gushers.
And fruit roll-ups have like cutouts, right? You can like
Yeah, I think some of them have like
Yeah, I think there's different
shapes
types of
and
them.
stuff.
shapes you can pull out of them and stuff.
Danny's just thinking about food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They separate them. You know, we were sort of talking about that scene. And he's like, you can see each other at recess.
Eli and Josh.
Recess. Clearly, some of these kids are like 18 or more.
Oh no, some of these kids are 35.
Yeah.
First of
Like
all,
that whole
they're in high
scene where the
school,
kid-
right?
That whole montage where the kids are sneaking out of their parents' house, like, damn, it's like
There's kind of some
kid's-
Omen-like in this.
Yep.
this kid's 27 years old.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't have to be sneaking out of his parents' house. That's probably his house.
Yeah.
Like-
and these kids aren't in a different grade. They're in a different school. I mean, recess. Who the fuck has recess when they're 27?
Yeah. Yeah, it was and then with like Eli pouty face, I can't be in the same class with Josh. Oh no. He was almost like pouty. Who was pouting before? It was the first kid in the Children of the Corn. He was pouty too. And I think
The first kid, which
the one that looks like Isaac.
oh,
He looked like that he's actually was 24 in that, but looked like he was like 17. But then in the Final Sacrifice, the main leader in that, he was kind of pouty too. These pouty leaders. So
pouty.
So this was. Did you guys notice Charlize Theron in the group?
I didn't notice her, but I read that was a thing.
Yep.
I think David Martin posted that.
At the very end, I didn't even know, but I saw they did like a close up on her because she's one of the kids or teenagers or high school kids following.
So this
him.
is what did it for her, huh?
It was her first movie.
This really sent her off to stardom.
Yep. This was her first one. And Nicholas Brendan's first movie. He was like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he was in all, like, if you saw him, you're like, oh yeah, that guy. He's been in a ton of.
What was he in this?
Just movies. What was he in this? I think he was just one of the kids. Oh yeah, he was one of the basketball players.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Shooting some b-ball outside of school, win a couple.
And the guy playing the priest has been in a ton of stuff. He was in like Titanic. I just saw his IMDb, but now I don't see it. And then Nancy Lee Grahn, it was her film debut, and she's been in all the General Hospitals, Melrose Place, Seventh Heaven. She was like the mom in Seventh Heaven.
All the really good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like me some Seventh Heaven.
What?
Yeah. Or
Get
maybe
the
not the mom,
fuck
but
outta here.
she was one of the leads in it.
Seventh Heaven was good, man.
Oh God! You notice that when the mom goes in to check the factory out, like the lights are on. You guys notice that?
The factory.
Which one?
The mom goes through the hole in the wall to check out the corn.
Okay.
And like all the lights are on in there. Who the fuck? I thought it was abandoned. Turn on the lights in there.
Yeah, because then she runs into the homeless guy, and obviously he gets he gets killed.
He gets his comeuppance.
Yep, comeuppance. Oh yeah, he gets attacked by the cornfield planted there. It's kind of the cornfield grabbing the bodies and stuff. Is it? I was just gonna say that it is.
Yeah, it's very Evil
Dead-ish.
Dead. Didn't one of them?
They took it from it.
Didn't one of the girls get it right up Main Street, like straight up Evil Dead style?
That.
In this?
I didn't realize that. I may also have been looking at my phone for some of this movie.
I was. Yeah. This movie took 3 days.
I don't understand that. Does anyone else do that listening to this show? I mean, if I sit down to watch a movie, I just watch it.
This is like work. Like I had to take a break. I had to take a breather.
I don't understand that at all. I cannot sit down and watch a movie that I know I need to watch and not just finish it.
Yeah.
Well, it's worse because like today I actually. Okay, so I rented.
I get to watch it.
I rented the movie. I
thought you posted like 4 days ago that you were watching.
Yeah, that's what happened. See,
Started it.
Yeah, like I rented it and I had like the 48 hours or whatever they give you, and I couldn't finish it within the 48 hours. So then I had to rerun it again today and just started it all over again. So I've probably like seen the movie like 1 3/4 times.
Oh, wow. See, you should have just sat down and watched it the first time.
Just sat through it and just sucked it up.
Sometimes it's just difficult, man.
I don't know.
This isn't the worst movie out there, but it was difficult to get through. Oh my God.
Speaking of difficult.
That was difficult to hear.
Oh.
My ears are just gone, done for.
That means it's time for the horror
halftime.
All right.
All right. Do we have a winner?
Well, we only had a couple participants, and they are repeat participants, but whatevs.
Chili Corn 2 is not that popular.
Let's just call the horror freak of the week is Lansdale. Lansdale, and David Martin also participated, but I think I've sent David Martin almost everything we have. So, Lansdale, I know you've won.
Hell yeah, Lance.
Let me know what you don't got. Do you have any stickers? I'll send you some stickers. You can post them up around. Shoot us a message on the page. We'll take care of you. So,
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain David Mace put something in there too, but he always. Yeah, David Mace. David Mace is always crushing it. He's always got something going on.
He has like multiple memes.
Maybe I was thinking of David
Mace.
Awesome. I said David. I think you did post David Martin, and I guess Mace is who I've sent almost everything to. But I know you've won too, David Martin. So maybe I haven't sent you as much shit. Mace has like everything.
Yes, Mace in your face.
So yeah, Lansdale. Shoot us a message on the page or whatever. Shoot me a message, whatever you want to do, and I'll get it out to you. So you guys better participate next week.
We're gonna send you some corn.
You need to participate. I know these aren't the best movies, but shoot your memes in for the horror halftime for next week. I don't even know what we're covering yet. We might keep going with this. We might not. I don't know. We might switch.
I did have a request from Carmelo Chimera. Mm-hmm. He wanted us to cover Spawn, which it's kind of horror. It's like comic book horror.
Okay. It's not really that old, though.
When was Spawn? I gotta.
Well, these are. Yeah. I guess when we go in the series, they start off old, but then they get new. But it's a series, yeah.
Well, we'll see what we do.
Let's see how old.
It's probably not going to be Spawn, but
Spawn's 22 years old.
Wow. What? So that would be
1996.
96.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Well, who's Spawn? Is that Michael Jai White? Who's? No, maybe not.
The plays Spawn?
Yeah, who plays Spawn?
Oh. It's McFarlane, right?
Well,
Todd
while
McFarlane.
you're looking that up, that concludes the horror halftime.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is Michael Jai
White. I knew it was. Huh?
Nice. I do like Spawn, though. I remember watching.
John Leguizamo is so good in that movie.
What does he play?
The little midget clown thing.
Yeah.
The Violator?
Yeah, the Violator. He's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pretty little dress.
I had to rewatch that thing.
Yeah.
I used to read the Spawn comics.
Is there more than one Spawn movie, or is it just the one?
Just the one. I think they're coming out with. I saw some teaser posts about a possible.
They are. They're good. They're going to reboot it with.
It's Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is on
playing Spawn.
Yeah, wow. That's why.
Heck yeah.
Carmelo wanted to do it because he's got a comic book page. Yeah. And he owns a comic book store, and he was really interested in us getting our take on Spawn.
Well, maybe when the movie's about to come out, we'll drop a Spawn episode.
Yeah, it's just one movie. We could do a one-for and get it done with.
All right. Anyways, what was my next note here? Cornfield. We talked about that. Oh, I guess it was the decent effects. There were some decent effects. They used this. They're still using that same fucking wheelbarrow footage under the dirt.
Yeah.
That is definitely the exact same footage from the first movie. They just did not have the budget to recreate that.
There was
effect.
a lot of like flashbacks to like the second and first movie. I think
but
more
they
of the
used
second.
it in the second. They used the wheelbarrow in the first. They used this footage in the second. Now they use it in the third. So
you can't go wrong with a wheelbarrow, man. That's beautiful.
The wheelbarrow under the dirt.
Yeah,
showing the he who walks behind the rose, which. A little disappointed in what he looked like once he popped out.
God,
that corn monster creature.
He was like
You're starting a cult. You're starting a cult. You know, you're trying to get like young, hip. We could say urban.
Yeah.
Youths to join.
Urban
and
Harvest.
you're like, and your catch line is so and so. Parents just don't understand. He who walks behind the rose, like.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Especially when
this is the worst cult ever. I know y'all are saying that they were mesmerized, but I'm sorry. Like
this thing pops out.
Most of those 30-year-olds have been doing angel dust for like 15 years.
Yeah. This thing pops out. It looks like a penis with a little tongue coming out of it.
There's like 20 tongues coming out of it and 6 heads.
Was there 6?
No, I don't know. It was a really weird.
It looked
looking.
like what I would think Judd Crandall's penis would look like to a 5-year-old child.
Yikes!
With teeth and all.
Yeah, teeth and all, and it's got like multiple tongues that look like are coming out of it. It's like a splayed penis. It's like,
and the only way the kid can get out of it is cutting the root.
The only way, not according to Judd. The only way out of it is through it.
Oh yeah.
The only way out of a Judd penis situation. You just got to buck up and take it.
And you have to have your backup sickle, just in case. Chop it like a fruit roll-up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there was.
That's what Judd. I got nothing. Anal cavity looks like is a hard fruit roll-up.
It's just like one big giant penile sub-incision.
Yes.
Yeah, the effect with the cockroaches, the corn, the like blue corn turning into cockroaches and it poisoned the soup. And then we see it later when Eli hypnotizes Maria and then he's like going to dinner with them. And like, why the hell is a little kid going to dinner with this girl at their parents' house?
They're a family. I didn't even catch that. How'd that even happen?
Because she is looking for Josh at Eli's house and William's house, and then she goes to knock on the door, and then he's there, and then she falls into Eli's trance, and then he gets the corn and brings fresh corn over for dinner for for Maria's parents. And then they start eating it, and then it's poison. And
I missed the part where he tranced her. I must have been looking at my phone or something.
I thought they were going to make out.
I almost did too after she was barking up bugs.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good effect. The head split open and the bugs came out.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, anything with bugs are kind of like freaky.
Little reminiscent of Creepshow.
Yeah,
and Halloween 3.
Yeah.
Oh, the best Halloween.
Which? Oh, when the bugs come out of the mask?
Yeah, the bugs like melt the kid's head and they all come out of the mask. There's like snakes and stuff.
All I can remember is Tom Atkins sneaking in drunk in boat shoes.
Oh yeah, well that's
corduroys.
That's what you remember. Corduroys and boat shoes.
What does this button do right here?
He nailed it though. He hit them like all in sequence. Yeah.
I'm so drunk because I just fucked an android.
No.
I electrocuted my penis. You got all cut up.
He put it in. He was like, oh. And it was like, zzz, and he was like, oh. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. It never happens that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well,
sorry
actually,
about that.
That goes with my theory.
Oh.
That she was an android the whole time.
Oh, no, she wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
She wasn't an android.
But she wasn't an android.
Danny was thinking if she were to be an android.
I just got it backwards.
That's what would happen.
They swapped her out when she was being detained. They swapped her out.
Halloween 3.
They swapped her out.
I'm pretty sure you just let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, he just went on Rob's side.
No.
They swapped her. I was collaborating with it.
They swapped her. He did not screw an android.
But he could have.
I mean, if you made up a whole different story, but in this story, he didn't.
Well, I'm fairly certain that he did.
Yep. So agree to disagree. So the director for this, James D.R. Hickox, was only 26 years old while directing the movie, and he had not watched the first 2 movies before agreeing to direct it. So that's kind of interesting.
Well, he's probably just looking for work.
Yeah. And
they're like,
they need a director.
Someone called him and they're like, you want to direct this film? And he just answered him 5 minutes later. Yeah.
Yep. I'm in. Children of the Corn, what? 3? Okay. I don't need to
Yeah.
see the first 2. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
So what? How much were we talking? $500-$600? Yeah. Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah, we could swing that.
But yeah, 26. I mean, I guess
That's how much we're spending on the fake corn.
he did pretty good for what he had to deal
I'd
with
be interested to know what the fake corn budget was on this film.
Yeah, it was literally corn
Briefcase full of corn.
from Toys R Us farmer's kit.
There was like parts where they're like in the city, and all of a sudden, like that bully, the kid that played the bully that was bullying Eli, he comes in when they're in like the little like abandoned factory that they're in behind the house, and he comes in like fuck this and pulls a switchblade out.
And Eli jumps off the wall. Whoosh.
Jumps off the wall, and then
A little bit of Three Ninjas in there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to dunk the ball. That was my favorite part in
Yeah.
Three Ninjas, when he dunks the basketball.
Man,
oh god,
I would have
know.
really liked to have watched Three Ninjas.
And then you hear the he's dunking it. But then Malcolm, the bully, or not, that's not Malcolm. Malcolm's Maria's brother. The bully like runs after the kid, and then all of a sudden they're in the country in a cornfield.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, they're in but it's really it's supposed to be the cornfield right there.
But no, it's
No, it's not. That's how they shot.
Oh my god,
That was my complaint. I said,
okay, that's what you're saying.
I said there's like 3 scenes where they're supposed to be in that cornfield, but it's obvious they just went to a big old cornfield and shot it.
That was so horrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
Man. And then the old hobo sucks his arm into the ground, and that was kind of that effect was okay.
Yeah.
Then he joins Eli.
What
He's
even happens at the end?
hypnotized.
They get away. What happens after that?
They go like what? They go him and his girlfriend's brother go to the cornfield.
Malcolm. Yeah, Josh and Malcolm go to the
Oh
cornfield.
God! Yeah.
And then you get the giant. Then you get the
neck,
head detached thing was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That thing was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And the whole
Spinal cord
I
going
think
out of his neck.
The whole scarecrow thing was sort of cool at the beginning, especially when you see the thread go through his eyelids and mouth.
Josh's dad that's getting killed there.
That shit was pretty cool. It was a little cheesy when he comes to life and turns into like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
they cut him in half, and it's just hay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. See, I sort of missed that too. What the fuck was I doing?
Malcolm cuts him in half with a sickle.
texting, looking down at your phone.
But then how does so? Oh yeah.
They go there to get the Bible.
The friend who
Malcolm is the
one of
friend.
them dies. I thought.
Malcolm gets the spinal cord pulled out.
Yeah. So then he gets the Bible, and they're having fireball wars. Just have fucking.
That's not until I mean that's when Josh gets back there, and and then they have that, but they forget they're about to leave the field and like, did you get the Bible? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh no, the Bible! Duh!
I'll go back.
It's the whole reason they
Idiots.
came. Yeah. Then they have the fireball wars. The fucking.
Yeah, then
Ryu.
he comes back.
Yeah, the
with
Ryu fireballs.
Ryu and Ken are here from Street Fighter 2.
And then there's like this whole
Fireballs.
little speech about like, well, I figured out that like I need to get both of you at the same time.
Oh, that
because
was
you're
so
like
stupid when he said that. That was
you're
so
like a
fucking
worm. And if
He-
you cut a worm in half, like both halves will like no, that's not how that works.
He like came out
Yeah.
and just said the whole like talking. They call that in the biz. They call that talking in the script. When
Yeah.
like there's literally no other way. You can't find any other way to have it come around or show it. So you literally just have the character say it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
The plot basically. So I figured that you two had to be together to get defeated.
Yeah.
See, I keep getting mixed up and thinking the corn scene was after the penis monster, but it's the corn scene then the penis monster.
Yeah.
Well, like then
Yep.
then he kills him. Like he puts there's an abundance of sickles.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
somehow.
Like for people trying to protect the corn, you shouldn't have that many sickles hanging around.
And then the guy that tries to protect like Eli like puts the sickle right in front of Josh before he like tries to chase him. And then there was like of the worst like Bible punch to the face I've ever seen in my
Yes,
life.
that was great. and then he was like deflecting the fireballs with
Yeah.
the Bible.
With the Bible.
Yep.
And then he stakes,
Hadouken!
he
Yep.
stakes the sickle through the Bible into Eli.
Yeah, that's
which,
right.
Which then summons the giant Fruit Loop corn
Penis monster.
Monster,
phallic
mangrove.
monster out there.
It summons Judd's penis.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that was.
But then they defeat it by cutting up the what is that fruit?
The fruit roll-up.
The fruit roll-up portion of its root.
With the root, yeah.
And they pull the girl out. She got like jellies all over her. What happens after that?
Why? And I mean, and then they like make up and everything, and everyone snapped out of their hypnotist trance, and like, what the hell? And then
the corn delivery. That's
corn
right.
gets
That's
shipped.
What
Yeah,
and there was like no cops, no explanation as like the 50 dead bodies that are laying out there. And what I don't get is, okay, so the giant corn monster. So it died because they cut like the very base of its tail off.
Yeah,
because the thing's enormous. Like,
or
the thing
apparently
is huge.
that was its root.
And they just like.
It was what was holding it up.
Yeah, its root. It had really small T-Rex hands though when it grabbed the Barbie doll Maria.
Oh, so obviously a Barbie doll. It was so.
And the best part was you're like, okay, like because it was a quick flash. You're like, that was a Barbie doll. Okay, that's forgiven.
Oh God!
And then they do it like 4 more times.
And it had her moving once, like the limbs moving once.
I mean, this was 1995.
So that means,
come on.
That means in editing, somebody was like, that looks good.
Yeah.
We can use this 5 or 6 more times in this way too long of a final fight scene.
Oh my God.
I mean, this is almost the time of Josh Hartnett. They have to be able to make this.
This was 93, 94. Got it filmed.
This is like almost the time when they're wearing long sleeves under short sleeves.
Yeah. Oh, this is definitely.
They were doing it then.
I think I saw a few in this movie.
They had their long hair with like the bangs dripping over like John Connor.
Oh God!
I mean, this. I mean, we like go back to like Alien when they have like the small like model, and then they shoot on it and it looks bigger in like the movie. Why couldn't they have just done that with the monster?
How can you make Alien, The Exorcist, all that looks so amazing in like 79, and Exorcist was like 71,
73.
Yeah.
And then here we are in 95 filming Penis Monster holding a Barbie doll.
It just must have been the budget. They didn't have a good budget.
Somebody went to Kmart and just got a Barbie.
Dude,
this wasn't even. They didn't even go to Spirit Halloween.
And they singed the hair of it. They took a Bic lighter to it, and that's that. There's a fun fact. I guess the director put the Corn Bible is the hardcover edition of Stephen King's Night Shift, and it was altered with the corn, obviously. But
Stephen King didn't want to hear that, nor did he care.
Yeah, no, I know, but that was just that's why the Bible was indestructible. But you had to stab. That was so funny. He like put the book against him and stabbed through the Bible and Eli.
Though it was just still. God. I'm going back to that. It was still the worst when he walked out and was like, I've realized that I probably need both of you together to kill you both at the same time. Yeah. And you're like a worm, and the other half of the worm, I'm like, what the fuck? We didn't see any research into this. How does he know this?
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So that's that movie.
That's Children of the Corn 3 Urban Harvest. I mean, overall, it was not that good. But there was some good effects and some decent acting,
Yeah. I don't know about that.
But, yeah. Charlize Theron did great. So, her, like, one little cameo shot.
Yep. This is what really did it for her career.
Yep.
Yep.
It's what sent her off.
But, yeah, so...
Well, I can't find much that this director's done after that. This movie.
Yeah, D.R. Hickox.
He did Which Way to Oz, The Gardener... Blood Surf. Oh my God! I mean, there's just like really nothing here. Girls Gone Psycho.
Well,
this movie didn't do anybody any favors except for maybe Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that wraps it up.
I think that wraps it up for that. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna keep going with these. What's a shame is I've heard that a couple of the newest ones aren't that bad, but getting in between them is just 4 or 5 is horrible. 6, whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. We might move on.
Yeah, we'll see kind of how we feel, and maybe we'll look up the fourth one. And I mean, and we did say like the fourth one has Eva Mendes, and then there's Naomi Watts, but like, it might not be worth it.
I'd like to see both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do like 4 and 5 in the next episode.
Maybe we can kind of get some like feedback from the group if they've seen it, if it's worth doing it, or we can look it up
says
ourselves.
It's horrible.
Okay, so maybe it's not. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, well, we'll figure it out. Cool. We already know Rob watched 5 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Did you watch anything else?
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was so good. No, I actually did watch, and then I actually over the last 2 days watched the entire season of True Detective.
Is that the one with Vince Vaughn?
I didn't know. The season 2's got Vince Vaughn. The very first season is with
isn't that
Matthew?
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey and
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. It's so good.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
It's a serial killer occult thing happening like in the swamps of Louisiana. It takes place like in 1995. It's so awesome. It's on Amazon. It's so good.
Yeah, I'll have to look at. I've heard really really good things about it. I'll have to watch it. Did you watch anything this week, Danny?
Yep, I watched a movie on Netflix called Under the Shadow. It's actually like a I don't know what Muslim or Israeli horror film, and it's dubbed, which I'd rather read the subtitles, but they dubbed it. It was just I saw it in an article and it recommended it, and it was okay if you can get past the dub because the English speakers aren't that great actors dubbing in. But
nice,
yeah. So it was okay. I probably don't need to watch it. And then I did watch Creep 2. I thought.
Was it good?
Yeah, I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty damn good. Freaking Duplass just kills it in that movie.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Duplass.
Yeah, Mark Duplass. Is that right? Duplass.
Yeah, Mark Duplass or Duplass. It's him and his brother that are doing those movies.
Oh yeah,
God, it was good. I mean, it's a quote unquote found footage film, and they do a good job. It's a fresh spin on it, and the second one is just as brutal as the first one. And
is it like a sequel or a prequel?
It's a sequel.
I had to check it out. I got to check it out. The
Is he in the first
one?
one?
Was really good.
Well, yeah, he's the creep in the first one.
Creep,
too.
yes.
So the ending of the first one was so good.
Yeah, so
insane.
like this one starts almost with him showing that you see the ending again. He shows it to someone. It's pretty cool. You got to watch it.
Is that on Netflix?
It's insane. He's just crazy in it. He's just a fucking crazy psycho. You see him full frontal nude.
Oh, I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah,
but no, the first one I stumbled upon just randomly, and I was like, "This is really out there."
It's Blumhouse.
Oh, it is.
Helped produce it.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Both of them.
He's in the Lazarus Effect too.
Yeah,
Is
he
he?
was good in the Lazarus Effect.
Yeah, I've seen that. Is that like Olivia Munn or Wilde or
Olivia Wilde's in that.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde. That's
Evan
right.
Peters. And, Donald Glover.
I have seen that. It's been a while. They get like they're like scientists and they get infected or something.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
They can't get out of the lab.
That was pretty good.
It's really good.
Anyways, so yeah, I think those are the only 2 I watched.
God, I didn't get anything this week, guys. I'm so bad. It's been busy lately, man. How it goes. Life. I watched Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch Creep now.
Sure. Creep and Creep 2. I think Creep's still on Netflix. I think Creep 2 is a Netflix movie. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
And I think Creep might be as well, isn't it? I don't know.
I think so. I mean, I think it's still up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll go home and watch that tonight.
I'm not sure about that. Let's see things before we go.
It is.
here.
They're both on here.
Both. Okay. Yeah. Check them out. Definitely check us out. Patreon.com/cultclassichorror if you want to support what we're doing. We would really appreciate that. Follow us at Danny Bonin, at Scotty Bonin, at the Rob O'Neill _the Rob O'Neill 1986 on Twitter, the Rob O'Neill _CCH podcast. Is that right?
Yes.
On Instagram.
Yes.
At CC Horror on Twitter. At Cult Classic Horror on everything else. Yeah, I think any more announcements. Oh, Thad Timothy did just post a new blog like literally an hour ago. So you guys should check that out. It's on Hellraiser Judgment, which I haven't even seen. So
it's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, so he posted a review / thoughts and stuff on Hellraiser Judgment. Check it out at cultclassichorror.com. The horror store's there. Check out all the stuff we got. I've had this design ready. I need to launch it. So, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We got an awesome t-shirt design with Angela from Sleepaway Camp. It's just,
sweet!
It's like a silhouette of her creepy ass face holding up the knife.
Nice.
So
just with her penis hanging out.
Yeah, I actually had him cut it off before you see the penis. I didn't think anyone would buy it if it had a penis on it.
That's the only reason to buy it.
Gotta have the pubes and everything.
So yeah, that'll be on the site in just a bit here. So check that out. Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for joining us, guys. I'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Later.
Don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.